three. We are back from our final. It's lights out and we are racing here in Silverstone. Jack Miller with it, and now he's attacking Marco Bezzecchi. This is brilliant by the world champ. He's coming through the loop for the first time.
Luca Marini. Morales has also made a pretty good start. He's now the leading Aprilia.
But Jorge Martin is really struggling. He's dropped right down the field.
Which cost Martin. He was on the outside of all of that and he was still 10th until that move on Zarco.
Lost second in the world, snake their way through. Maggots and Beckler Miller, that leads. Bezzecchi and Bagnaia, top two men.
But you can take that wide sweeping line through there, carry the... Very keen to get on with this, up the inside again at Bezzecchi.
Yeah, that pleated, no sign of the rain, which could disrupt this British Grand Prix. And Alex Marquez to now start the hunt down, and Miller at the...
Those crucial early moves, Bezzecchi looked trying to fight back.
Didn't he? Coming out of the loop, bit of slipstream, power sliding, aren't they, through Woodcote for the first time. Bagnaia then, and Bezzecchi jousted out, and now Bagnaia with the drive out of Cop.
And behind the KTM, a binder, and it allowed Bagnaia to get away.
Bex looks like he can, because already you can see championship, top two men early doors in this British Grand Prix.
Marquez was briefly attacking Miller there. He's now going to put himself under so much pressure from Marquez from the
first lap.
Alex Marquez is through then, and so...
Yeah, Race Direction might have a look at that one, because that was away here. So Alex Marquez, who's that ring through?
So Joan Mir's MotoGP return is pretty much 7.20, only a smidge faster than Bagnaia, but
Jello, he'd had 3 DNFs right before he got injured. Maverick Vignales.
Observations, I saw massive instability, but one other thing is I love that this circuit
really starting to hunt down now, isn't he? Alex Marquez.
Riders won't be allowed to change their bikes until they see the clean
4 laps and 3 corners to get himself from state. I feel like I've got the pace. I'm good on worn tyres as well. Over the line, through the first sector. There is time here for Aleix Espargaro to get himself the contact, isn't it, from Bagnaia? Double then for Alex Marquez. Has he got a problem with the sheet? He's eaten that up back very, very quickly, hasn't he?
Now he's through the garage. So on that last lap then, Aleix Espargaro, he basically...
Thanks for that, Simon. That's a real body blow, isn't it? Bezzecchi, he's gone down. Marco Bezzecchi, well, he made that mistake, didn't he? Keeping the pressure on Wilch. He was never stopping that, was it? He stayed committed.
He pushed the front.
Yeah, thanks, that Simon. Big crash he's had of this weekend so far. He is second. Game on here for Aprilia and Espargaro.
It promotes Brad Binder into the Bagnaia. Bezzecchi out of the Grand Prix, and Jorge Martin is still only down 8 of him, so it won't be easy work for Martin to get through the field from there.
We have lost better 7 seconds away from your race leader, Pecco Bagnaia. Well, it's interesting though, didn't give him the Bez out signal though, did they, as well? I just wonder, as Aleix on the grid, it's rare in modern day MotoGP.
Chip with Silverstone, does Aleix Espargaro. I mentioned that first Aprilia podium, he got way down the field, and Bezzecchi's out of the Grand Prix. Just how hard will Bagnaia fight?
Way through to 6 on that lap 7 is charged.
Does he have more pace up his sleeve? Because you feel if he does, he's going to need to use it. Espargaro, fastest rider on track, as Matt just pointed to a moment ago. Miguel
Aslan Razali, boss of Crypto Data RNF, but they could well be a rated spectator watching this battle unfold between Bagnaia. 4/10 of a second. Bagnaia has actually had a very strong second split on that. Another look at that Bezzecchi crash. You've got some more thoughts as well.
It's actually the downforce the wings create on the front tyre when you get in that
warning. He's going to be frustrated, but he was there fighting. A few seconds, here comes Vinales. He's gone for it into the low gear to the village corner. So now for the first time in history, the podium.
And Vinales is only a 1.5 seconds behind his teammate at the moment.
Practically here today with Bezzecchi out in the World Championship. Jorge Martin at the moment now the reigning world champion.
Yeah, Martin got past the race lead, and you feel like Marquez might well go into self-preservation. He's only going to go one way. Zarco coming under increasing...
Look how defensive Zarco goes on that Pramac Ducati. It was there, wasn't it? I think a few years ago that Zarco actually worked their way through the field here today. Quite brilliantly, a top 5. Oh, a big scare there, wasn't it? As he came to...
in the soft rear, and I did a bit of digging. Then it's used very hard, and it tears on the left side.
There has been able to establish over him. Oliveira, Luca Marini back at the front. 9 laps to go, gloomy overhead here at the British Grand Prix as Luca Marini soft rear tyre. It's been a tough day at the office of Zarco. He's just trying.
So there you can see the background. Jorge Martin now up into 8. Was a 1/4 second quicker on the last lap. He's just over.
There as well on the Repsol Honda. Proper clout this, isn't it? To 2 on this lap 12 was under 3/10 of a second flying section of Silverstone. This track dominated by high.
Strong, Aleix Espargaro there fiddling around to get rid of a tear off from him in our commentary box and on your screen. So that is why you can no longer see the 8 laps to go, as you say. You would have to bucket down now for the riders. This leading 4 has now closed up together. Vinales and Binder.
Rare off day, so how much will Dindy coming down the Wellington straight, not close
On the field.
Yeah, into the top 10 then worse. These are your top quartet then in this, even better for Aprilia, already with 3 bikes, 20 over the line, the gap between Bagnaia, Espargaro.
And Aleix Espargaro, might he take 2 into 1 here? He's very, very close. Yeah, Aleix Espargaro back up the inside again.
Now trying to run and squeeze Aleix Espargaro on the brakes.
Went wide into Luffield. Vinales back into second.
Completely different conditions. They could be pushing like this, and
He's being told, look at the rain spots on the camera.
Look at Binder.
Just a twitch there for Bagnaia. Marc Marquez has crashed. The rain not heavy enough to bring you in for wet weather right as it stands right now. And look now, Nakagami, Morbidelli,
Binder. There is Marc Marquez, who we mentioned crashed on the last lap. So did
Grand Prix race on Sunday since Sepang last October. Aleix Espargaro starts fighting back. Run towards Maggots and Beckett. Binder.
Yeah, when you're further back, you can just gauge yourself.
This would be what a transformation in fortunes for Aleix Espargaro, who again attacks Binder then now. Inaya. Vinales now trying to find a way through.
Come back into this, so at the moment the right call is to...
That's the signal that they have come in. They are the quartet. Vinales then now again gets through on brake, doesn't he? Oliveira then at the moment, 2 or 3 laps ago, Oliveira was bringing him firmly back into contention. Spots are just starting to hit the commentary box window once again. 3 laps to go here in Silverstone as Miguel Oliveira on the factory KTM was the rain master, wasn't he? Could have an Aprilia race winner here from outside the top 10 with the latest Espargaro GP to take a race victory. Absolutely.
Look, as he holds that tighter line on the inside of Binder, who's tipping.
Quartararo has dumped it. He was in 8th place. He just got 2 men at the front of this Grand Prix. Bagnaia and Aleix Espargaro drop down.
Not work. Fabio Quartararo has got back running again. I'd imagine basically the front fairing has gone missing from Fabio Quartararo after contact.
Crescendo this race is building up to. What a thrilling finale it's building up. No top fairing on Fabio Quartararo's factory Yamaha.
All-way fight by the looks of it. Maverick Vinales just can't go with this leading quarter.
Some time in this British Grand Prix, but here come Oliveira go on this penultimate lap. The rain for Stowe, he's back up into 3rd place now.
Tip it into some of these fast corners here at Silverstone with rain continuing to fall.
The case then, 5.9 kilometres remaining in the centre of this battle with Bagnaia and Aleix Espargaro. You have to doff your cap to Aprilia in mentally demanding conditions. Raining down in pit lane. Has Pecco Bagnaia got it covered?
Apple to get onto that hangar straight. You can see how much he closes through Wood. He might be able to attack. He's going to attack before then.
Here he goes then. Aleix Espargaro makes it through in the high speed, changes the direction through Maggots and Aprilia. Their first win of 2020. Podium in the Premier class. It looks like Brad Binder may deliver.
Corner. Bagnaia very close to track limits.
Can he get through?